Hello, my friends. I am in another Foundry, but this time I am in India. So very cool. Would you believe that they started this Foundry 8 years ago? And Ace Micromatic is the only Indian machine maker in all of India that has their own foundry vertically integrated to make sure that their lead times are good, their flexibility, customization is good, and that they're here to support you. But Suzette is waiting for me somewhere. I think I'm the one that's late. Let's go find Suzette. I'm not sure exactly where she is. Suzette, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome to the Foundry.
This is incredible. Yes. I had no idea that this existed through Ace.
Yes, for sure.
But I gotta ask you a question. I didn't wear jeans. Did I wear the right clothes for this?
You might get a little dirty. Be warned.
I kind of like getting dirty.
I mean, me too. Let's go check it out.
So let's talk about this Foundry. Let's check it out a little bit. People are working. To my knowledge, I mean, this is a project that started 8 years ago.
Yes.
So we need to figure out why it started, what the benefits of it are.
Yes.
Some of it's quite obvious.
Yes.
An audience member out there is probably going to go, I know all this already, but it's important to iterate, especially because we're in India.
Of course. What was happening was that Ace designers, Ace Micromatic, the whole entire group was using 40 to 50 different suppliers in India.
How does anyone maintain like that?
It's hard, and that's it. How do you maintain? And that's the number one reason. They were growing, and they wanted to control their own quality, and they said, we need our own foundry, and we need it now.
And to me, that's, 40 to 50 different ones. I mean, the audience knows this already. We talk about quality, the importance of quality. How can that many different suppliers offer quality day in and day out? Now, the other part of that comes immediately to my mind as I see people working is the idea of lead time, or what if my supplier is, and that's really loud, but I like it. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up, well done. But what if my supplier doesn't have what I need?
Well, that's it, Tony. They had to be able to control their deliveries. They needed to be able to say, I need this casting and I need this now. Their business model was growing faster than they could have ever expected, and they needed more and more and more. And if you're a supplier, you're going to get to them when you get to them, just like you're getting to everybody else. That's it. They had to make some decisions. And so 8 years ago, you're right, it started with one expert. And now today they have over 230 people working in this foundry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, 230 people, one expert, 8 years.
Yes.
The need to do it 9 years ago, the investment to know that their products and quality needed to be there for the entire world, as they are the largest machine dealer in all of India.
The largest machine tool builder
in all of India.
That's right. And today, there's only 4 other foundries in all of India who can make castings this size. I mean, this is how exquisite this whole process is to this factory.
All right, let's continue to invite the audience in. Come on, camera, come on, camera. Let's walk through a little bit, because you said something that I think is important. And there's a lot of foundries all over India that can make smaller components.
Yes.
But this is one of 4 in all of India that can make the components the size of what we're seeing here. And Ace is the only machine tool builder
making their own castings
with
their own foundry. They are able to pour 1,000 tons per month.
The amount of work that they're doing to be able to support internally what's going on. And let's be fair, some of the smaller components are still being outsourced. But that's the easy stuff.
That's the easy stuff.
This big stuff is complicated.
That's right.
And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again.
That's right.
It's all about that base, You know what I mean? When we get to machine tools, it is all about...
It is. Take away your guarding, take away the extra parts that you have on a machine. That's what, 500 kilograms? We're talking about, you're left with casting. Casting is a foundation of your machine tool that's going to last you for the next 25 to 30 years.
Yes.
You need a good base.
And if we're spending money on these machines, if we're investing in ourselves like we're supposed to.
That's right.
I want to continue to walk a little bit, but as we do so, Suzette, there is something that you and I, whether we're stomping up and down throwing a tantrum like a little kid, whether we're yelling to everyone out there, whatever it might be, It's that stereotype. I'm going to bring it up again. I'm going to bring it up every time you and I talk about what's being made here in India.
That's right.
The stereotype about quality.
Yeah.
This is the only machine tool builder doing this in India.
That's right.
This to me says we want to be different.
That's
we
right.
want to stand out.
That's
Give
right.
us the spotlight.
That's right.
Give us the quality.
That's right.
This is what they're investing in.
This is what they're investing in. And it's not just for turning, and it's not just for milling, it's for grinding as well. I mean, this foundry is supporting a huge basis of what the Ace Micromatic group does.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So we've talked about this a little bit, and we might be a little bit redundant for those of you watching right now, but I kind of want to be because it's important. There's three major components of why this all started.
For sure.
Three major ones. The
For
first one is?
The first one is, it is quality.
Quality.
The first
and
one
we've
is
talked
quality.
about quality. We just nailed quality.
That's right.
We don't need to continue to kick that horse,
Right.
do we?
Right.
But
That's
quality, quality, quality,
Right.
quality. The
Right.
second one that goes into that is the ability
Yes.
to have things when we need them.
Yes, that's right. It's delivery. It's supply chain. When a supply chain falls down, a company falls down, a machine tool company falls down especially, here they control that. They have the availability. If they need something now for a customer, they can pour it. If they need something next month, they can pour it. Their planning all starts here. The planning starts here. And that third piece of that is customization.
That's right.
That's a huge one because, you know, turning line, for example, there's 40 base models, and out of those 40 base models, you can find over 200 variations. You can find machines with one turret. You can find them with two turrets. You can find them with one spindle, with two spindles, tailstocks, whatever the case may be. You can find the milling division has pallet changing, different heads to hold the grinding wheels. All of those things come into customization. If they had to depend on a supply chain to do the R&D work for them, it would be forever. We'd be sitting here forever and ever waiting, and they don't have to do that.
Yeah.
They can make those decisions here. They can improve their product. They can add, they can customize, and they can do it now.
I want to make eye contact with the audience. I want to come a little bit closer if we can and just reiterate what Suzette just said. How many of you out there right now need that customization, need that flexibility, but the lead time is months to years.
Yes.
I mean, years in advance. That's why Ace has decided to invest 8 years ago, and what you're seeing all around us right now, yes, the quality has gone up.
That's right.
Yes, lead times go down. But that creativity, that customization, not just in a paint booth like we've talked about in other videos, but true customization, the ability is here.
Yes.
And we talked about
It's
precision again.
innovation.
Innovation.
You have to keep growing. When you're not growing, you're dying.
Woo!
And that's what they're doing. They're growing all the time.
Man, and I'm getting shorter, and I'm not sure if I'm growing anymore.
Hey,
Does that
I'm
mean
about
I'm
the
tired?
same height as you. Like, don't be mean.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so this is the Foundry at Ace. This did start over 8 years ago. Over 200 employees. The reasons are obviously important. It's what sets them apart from other machine companies here in India to go globally as a precision company and bring you what you need as well.
That's right.
The only machine tool maker in
maker
all of India that does this, and only 4 in all of India that makes castings this size.
That's right.
That's the summary. That's what we're doing.
We're a
this
unicorn.
is exciting.
What do you want me to say? We're like a giant unicorn, a narwhal, maybe. I don't know.
I like it. I like it very much. If you want to know more about Ace, contact JTech, contact Ace directly. By all means, reach out to learn more. Those stereotypes exist. They exist in me as well. I always want to ask those questions. But this is why we're here. This is why Suzette and I flew to India to make sure you see firsthand exactly what's going on. And we're not just blowing air out of our mouths for no reason.
You got to see it to believe it.
You got to see it to believe it.
You got to see it to believe it.
Suzette, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for coming to the Foundry. Be safe.
I don't promise. No promises on safety, but I did wear a helmet today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. Manufacturing, we cannot manufacture more time, but we need more of you. So if you spent some of your time with us today, we truly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well, that's the Foundry here in Bangalore, India with Ace Micromatic. Truly impressive. Something I did not know existed here. And something I think is profound enough for the world to see and understand when it comes to breaking stereotypes, understanding castings and how molds are made, the precision and the financial investment that goes into making something this big. On behalf of MTDCNC and JTech, we invite you to come over here to India and see this for yourself firsthand.